Hey, you turned off the air fryer?
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck are the nuggets, bro?
I'm supposed to do everything, motherfucker. I cook, I clean. I'm not appreciating this fucking house.
What am I supposed to do? You want me? So you were in the kitchen with the nuggets out of the air fryer, ready to go, and then you came back here so I could go to the kitchen,
Oh my God.
put the bitches on a plate, and bring them back over.
How long has this relationship been going? Hey everybody, welcome back to Sauce Nuggets Podcast. I am your host, Adrian, with co-host, Danny... What's your last name?
We don't need last names.
Oh yeah, let's cut that part out. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Sauce Nuggets Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian, with co-host Danny. We don't know his last name. And Andrew, we also don't know his last name. So, to start us off, our fun fact, Andrew is one step closer to becoming a zookeeper with his new addition of a ball python to his house.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that.
Yeah, so now we're at, what, two cats? Like,
2 cats.
the cat outside the house.
Oh, 3 cats then.
There was a dog at one point, I think. But I think he mistreated and abused it. There's also...
Shout out to Zoe.
Oh no, that was your mom, not the dog.
Oh, not to be...
What's the difference? I'm kidding.
I just don't apologize to me. Apologize to my mother.
Sorry.
You're not coming to Christmas anymore.
I'm kidding. I'll see you at Christmas.
Cap. Yeah, so Andrew one step closer to becoming a zookeeper. His next edition revealed is going to be a penguin, so more on that later.
A bird? Hell no.
Yeah.
We've already had that fun fact, but another fun fact about Danny, not only is he an absolute bitch about being around birds, but he's also a bitch around being around spices. Motherfucker cannot handle any sort of spice. Like the Taco Bell, like mayonnaise is too spicy for him.
Yes.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah, mayonnaise.
Another fun fact about Daniel is that he's completely fine with eating birds.
I am. I actually am. I don't give a damn.
What are you eating right now, Daniel?
Dinosaur nuggets, because they're made of actual dinosaurs. Chickens.
Oh, okay. Well, let's jump right into it. If I came into a jug of water and then you filtered that water through a Brita filter, would you trust the Brita enough to filter out my cum?
Okay, question. But, like the entirety of it, or just like the sperm? No, it's a serious question.
That motherfucker dodging and weaving, getting through the Brita filter.
I mean,
like, would you trust it enough to filter out my cum?
No.
Let me put it this way, Andrew. I once saw an invention where they get this, it's the best filter in the world, like microns thin. They literally got water, put mud in it, put paint in it, put actual dog feces in it, filtered it, and it came out crystal clear. And the guy drank it because he was the CEO. He's like, I gotta show faith in my product. I still would not drink it.
But it doesn't filter bacteria and shit. Like that's
no, it's like so thin. It's like able to filter out. I think it said like it's able to filter out a certain percentage of like bacteria.
That's the Life Straw. Have y'all heard of the Life Straw?
The Life Straw is another one, but it's not the Life Straw. I remember.
Interesting. I don't know.
The Life Straw does that. You can literally take water out of your shit toilet and drink from it.
And it'll come out crystal clear.
How's it taste, though?
I'm sure it tastes...
I don't know.
I'm sure it has a hinge of shit in it.
Well, then it clearly didn't filter it all the way, right? Hence why I would not trust the Brita after LaCroix. Andrew jizzes in it.
It's like LaCroix. It's shit essence.
But I feel like if you're thirsty enough, you're willing to take that chance. So,
okay.
How many days do you think you'd have to go without water before you're willing to drink Andrew's cum Brita water?
Oh, probably to the point of like dehydration, but like
I was gonna say like 2 days.
I would drink it immediately.
Of course you would.
Yeah, we know you would.
We have no doubt about that.
Yeah, bro, that's like some zookeeper shit.
He's like,
right
which
there.
brings me to my next topic. Daniel, open your water.
We have a special surprise for you.
Daniel, like I could be in the desert with the water in front of me, and the guy could be standing there, and he would be like, "Andrew, how many?" And by the time he finished many, I would be chugging the water already.
No, you'd be like upside down trying to come in your own mouth.
Ew.
Okay.
How did we go from like video games to like jizzing in a Brita?
I wonder how much cum you'd have to put in the Brita before it's noticeable. Because if you do one cum shot in there, it's not going to be noticeable. It's going to filter just about all of it out. But you put like 10 in there, I think at some point the Brita's going to start leaking a little bit, you know?
Well, it's a filter. It's not supposed to leak it.
It's a filter. It literally is supposed to let liquid go through it.
Right, but then it would only let water through. No matter how much.
At some point, some of the cum's going to mix with the water.
Mix how?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What are you trying to mix?
Fuck.
That still looks okay.
Ran out of our minutes. The studio's kicking us out. No, I'm kidding. We got a light bulb that we need to fix. So if you see the lights come on, go off. That's our budget.
God telling us we're going to hell. To shut the fuck up because, yeah.
The internet gods trying to save us.
No, the real God. Okay.
Well, all the gods.
Yeah, all of them are just like, right now.
Okay.
Really good,
so, we can start with y'all's topics. The ones from... So, we recorded 2 weeks ago, or last week.
No.
2 weeks ago?
Last week was Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
The 5th?
Oh, no, it wasn't.
No, it
was 2 weeks ago.
We recorded 2 weeks ago, and the footage was lost in the sauce. So, we were unable to recover that footage. But some of the topics we talked about, we could reiterate a little bit today. And then I have a new one. I think Andrew has a new one as well. And so, even though we've talked about it already, it will be new for you guys. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah. And before I start my topic, it's like, I feel like we should probably say the reason we haven't made a episode in a while, because I think you discussed it like very, very briefly in the last time we were recorded, but as you said, that recording disappeared. And basically, like, all three of us had like a personal,
that's true. At first it was just me. I definitely went first.
Yeah, it was Daniel, and then Adrian, then me, and then the recording shit. Whacking out on us, and
Freya threw up a hairball. Like...
Yes, and that set
really
us back,
set us back.
So yeah, that's the reason we haven't recorded in so long. But we're gonna try to stay more consistent.
Yeah,
possible.
We'll be back to consistency. Granted, Christmas is coming up, and also New Year's. And also, we're going to be in different places for a little bit. I can still take on the task of editing and all that good stuff. But we might have to, record a couple episodes, and then I edit them all, and then we release them, week by week. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the mic is still working.
Yeah, for especially for the Christmas week or something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be here the next 2 weeks. Adrian, are you going home this weekend?
No.
So we'll both be here the next 2 weeks. So I think we can knock out 2 or 3 in these 2 weeks that we're here, maybe even 4, and then we're just good for a while. We'll just brainstorm some good topics, and then when we come back, we'll tackle all the stuff that happened during Christmas. But as far as the reason we haven't made an episode, personally, I don't like to put family business out there. I'm sure you guys don't either. So we're just gonna leave it at personal stuff. We weren't able to. We apologize, and like Andrew said, consistency will be back.
It won't happen again. We'll just tell our family to not have critical health emergencies.
I'm gonna make sure it never happens again. It's kind of weird that it happened to us all almost at the same time.
I didn't even realize that till you just said it. I was ready to talk about my thing, and then you were like, all of us. I was like, holy shit, yeah, all of us did have something.
Yeah.
But as the Sauce Nuggets, we are always there for each other. And so when one of us is going through something, the other two support. And that, I think all 3 of us saw that in the last month.
Until
almost.
I'm going through something,
Yeah,
then
we just
neither of
fuck
you will
off.
support me.
We just
Yeah.
put you on silent.
Yeah.
Let
No,
you
I'm just
learn
kidding.
from it.
Definitely kidding. All right, so yeah, let's go to our first topic. So the topic I came up with was most embarrassing moments. So we can bring up like one or two of our most embarrassing moments that you can think about that you're okay with bringing up on the podcast. So I can start.
Okay.
I need to know what level of embarrassment we're talking about.
It's on the fucking internet. You're willing to share it.
Yeah, it's what you're willing
That's
to
the
share.
level.
All right, that's fine. I'm sure, okay, just whatever. You go.
Now, okay, so I'm going to share my first one, and then I'll let you guys go, and then I'll share my second one. But the first one, I need to make sure, again, Daniel, are you okay with me saying this one?
This is the one of when we were with our phones.
Yes.
Yeah, bro, that one's hilarious. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Let's
basically,
preface it with our age, please, before people think we're doing this now.
Actually, no. Don't preface it.
yeah, we were 19.
No, we were not. Shut the fuck up.
No, we were like 15, maybe younger, 14.
We were 14.
Yeah, we were probably like 14 years old. Fucking what is that? Middle school?
No, we were in high school. We were in ninth
Maybe
grade.
high school. Okay, so yeah, ninth grade.
I know if you were
and-
trying to be vague on purpose. I'm sorry.
No. We were like 14, and I had like gotten, nudes of a couple chicks in high school, and
Hold on. Pause.
I don't know if this is socially acceptable anymore.
Pause.
We're gonna get canceled.
Let me.
I was 14.
Yeah, we were in high
we were
school getting. We had nudes of other high schoolers.
Let
me preface mine with.
I'm not gonna.
There's a certain level of detail I don't want to go into.
I know. I'm not saying that one. I'm not gonna say that level. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
And Daniel also had nudes of a girl in high school.
Okay.
And we thought it would be a good idea to send them to each other.
Wait,
Okay,
like
then
between
we
you
were-
two?
Yeah, we
No,
were treating them like
we had the nudes, and then we were just like, let's send nudes of each other to each other.
I mean, you work.
So
with
we were.
them?
No, I'm kidding.
Yes. So we were treating them like trading cards. Like I was like, "Hey, Daniel, do you have
So-and-sos.
yeah." And so he sent me the nude that he had of some chick in high school, and I sent him the one that I had. Okay. And somehow I don't remember the exact way that she found out. I guess because she used your phone a lot. But
No,
somehow his mom. Oh yeah,
I
go ahead.
remember how.
Okay, you want to say this part?
my mom being the notorious helicopter parent that she was, went through my phone and found the girl's nudes. And my mom is not the type to confront you directly.
How are you alive?
My mom's not the type to say, "Oh my god, I found this." My mom's the type to test you and see if you come clean. But not in a way where you actually have the chance to come clean. Let me give you an example. She goes, "How's so-and-so?" And I'm like, "They're fine." And she goes, "Oh, really? Is that why they're sending you this new picture?" And I'm just like, fuck. So, needless to say, I got absolutely grilled. She ends up going through my phone further, and she saw that I sent the nude to Andrew. And she said, "Oh, you and Andrew are sending each other pictures of naked girls." And I'm like, what can I say at that point? I'm like, fuck. And so she goes, I'm gonna call Andrew's mom. And I'm like, oh fuck. And she goes, go and get me your sister's phone. I don't want you warning him. And I'm like, okay. And so I walk out of my mom's room, and the second she can't see me, I break out into a dead sprint, and I go to my sister's room. Oh, I forgot to say. She said, "I don't want you to warn him." And I said, "Well, I don't have his number memorized, so I couldn't." That was a fucking lie. So I dead sprint to my sister's room, grab her phone, crawl under her bed, and dial Andrew. And Andrew answers. I don't remember what you were doing. You're like playing video games or something. And
Okay.
he answers the phone, and I was like, I go, shut the fuck up and listen. You have 5 seconds. Delete everything. They know.
Okay, so now
take over.
So now from my point of view, so I was sitting on my bed. I was just on my phone. I wasn't playing video games. I was sitting on my bed, and I had the lights on or whatever. It was probably like 8 o'clock or some shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like super late, but yeah. So
like 9
I
or
get
10.
I get this call from Daniel, which, by the way, I don't know many people at 13, 14 years old that just had their best friend's number memorized. Because I certainly didn't have his memorized. So the fact that he just remembered my number was fucking awesome. And I deleted the nude pictures I had. I even went to my recycle box and deleted them in case they checked that. I went to Daniel's messages and deleted all of them except one. Wow. I didn't go up far enough. I thought I had deleted all of them, but I missed one. So which honestly, good thing, because in hindsight, if I would have deleted all of them, my parents would have been hella suspicious and then like got Daniel's mom to show them and stuff, you know? So I think it's kind of a good thing I left one on there, because it you know, to them, it made it look like I only sent one photo, you know? And so I heard my mom like stomping up the stairs. So I turned my light off, threw my phone on the like bedside, and pretended I was asleep.
How much time do you think I bought you?
Maybe like 90 seconds. So like 90 seconds between when you hung up and my mom was coming up the stairs. So, bro, I would have been flabbergasted if you hadn't called me. Like,
my mom, I get back, my mom goes, and so I hang up, I delete the call. My mom goes, "You didn't call him, did you?" I said, "How could I? I don't have his number. I wish."
Rip my boy Andrew.
So what I did was my mom like busted in my room, grabbed my phone, and walked out and didn't ask me anything. Okay. And I was pretending to be asleep, and at that point I was like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to deal with this till tomorrow." Then like 2 minutes later, she came in and was like, "Wake up!"
Like, oh shit.
Yeah. So I got up. I was, playing stupid. Like, I didn't know why she busted in my room. And she brings me in her room with Shane, my dad. And
I wish I could see the Academy Award-winning acting of Andrew acting like he was asleep and being like, "What's going on?
What's going on?"
Yeah, bro, I was even like rubbing my eyes. Like, I just woke.
I was having a great dream.
What? Nudes?
Where I was getting good grades and...
Sorry, I was dreaming about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
And doing my chores.
So they pulled me into their room, and my mom was like showing me the message. Actually, she kind of did what Daniel's mom did at first. She said, "Do you wanna explain something to us?" You know.
You're like, "Oh fuck."
And so,
which one do I admit to?
I kept playing dumb. I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about," you know. And so she pulls up the picture and she shows it to me, and I was a little bit in shock because I thought I had deleted everything.
Oh.
That's why I said. Yeah.
Oh, I see what it was real. The shock. Interesting.
Yeah. So the shock was real because I thought I deleted everything, and the fact that they found something, like, kind of caught me off guard. So,
what if my mom was like, "In case he deleted it, I'm sending it to you again."
Yeah. So basically, I don't remember exactly what I said. Oh, no! I just remembered. Okay. Y'all are gonna laugh. Okay,
I feel like I'm gonna be so disappointed.
They asked me why I sent it to you, and I said,
"Cause Danny gets no bitches."
I said, a girl sent it to me, and I didn't know what to do, so I sent it to Daniel to ask him what I should do. It was the dumbest excuse, and it made no fucking sense.
And they were like, "Yeah, check out."
My man said it's like hot potato. He was like, "Oh fuck, what I do?"
So
and my dumbass send it to my mom.
Yeah. So I made it seem like some girl had sent me an unsolicited nude, and I was a victim.
She was like,
You were the victim. Oh my god! She needs some Jesus in her life. Oh my god!
are those breasts?
And obviously, I sent it to Daniel, and he was appalled to see breasts. So, and by the way, it wasn't even. I don't think the one I sent Daniel was even a full nude. It was like a girl with her tits out.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
So-
matter.
These are details.
I know, I'm just
Potato,
saying.
tomato.
Yeah, a hot potato.
I'm just
hot
saying,
tomato.
it wasn't like a full on, like nude
It
or
doesn't make
anything.
it any worse.
No,
any
we
less
don't
worse.
need to worry. My parents, what they were most mad about, I remember, is that they said, "Hey, dumbass, the phone's under our name, and if someone finds out we have this on our phones, that's child pornography, and it doesn't go to you, it goes to us." And I was like, "Oh, shit,
First off,
I didn't know
that's bullshit. First off, I mean,
Is it?
it's your phone. Yeah, it's your phone.
No, it wasn't my phone. It wasn't under my name. It was under my parents' name.
Okay, but at the same
The
time,
phone
they could be
number's
like,
registered to them. There's nothing
I know,
linking me
but-
to that phone. Back then, you didn't have your email or any shit on your phone. This was like a little flip phone. So
I know, but it would have been easy to prove that it was yours. It's like if my dad bought me a laptop and I was searching porn on the laptop.
True. I don't know.
I don't know. But
I don't care
Yeah,
to delve
I mean-
into child pornography laws. When
Yeah,
when they told me that, I was like, "Oh shit, that makes sense," and that's why I
Yeah, of
actually
course,
felt
of course.
bad about it.
And so, yeah, I got off easy. Daniel probably didn't get off as easy as I
I
did.
know exactly what you were about to say, Danny, and I hate you.
I also got off easy, if you know what I mean.
God damn it! I fucking knew it.
I didn't even think of that.
It was.
I was just thinking of how long I was punished compared to this asswipe. I was probably like not allowed to see friends, hang out with anyone for like a month. My parents don't do traditional like grounding, like no phone and no TV for a week. They're more just like anything you want to do, I'm gonna make sure you don't.
And then
the food you eat is gonna suck from now on. Shit like that.
so Daniel basically was put in prison. He couldn't see anyone for a month, and I didn't get in trouble at all.
Yeah, it must
So-
be rough. Must be tough.
Yeah. And that's only because
Privilege.
Daniel selflessly. Because here's the thing, man. Daniel, at that point, his punishment wasn't going to change.
Nope. Not even a little.
He did that just to help me.
He's a true homie, that's for sure. Like, gotta give credit where it's due.
He is, and I
With
can't
my
tell
heart on
you
my sleeve.
how happy it made me to see a brown man risk his life.
On
white
fear
person.
of being deported.
I almost choked on my Brita cum water.
At the risk of being deported back
No,
to
this was
Colombia
cool.
by his mom.
That was,
That was
okay,
the other
good.
But yeah, so that was the end of my first story. If one of y'all wants to tell one.
I don't even want to tell mine anymore. I was so excited about it, and it's so innocent, and yours are like so fucked. Like, mine is really embarrassing.
like,
but
I think in our defense, and I'm not trying to defend it that much, don't get me wrong, but nudes in high school were very much like the thing. Not the thing, but it was a lot more common than I think it is now. Because, like, there were a lot of girls sending nude pictures, and dudes had no type of, like, morals.
that's true.
They would be in the locker room like, "Hey, you ever wondered what that chick looked like naked? Well, here you go, my man." Like, shit like that.
Yeah, now it's much more like, obvious that like you don't send nude photos anymore. I
Yeah,
feel like
people aren't fucking
nowadays.
wor- I was gonna
Yeah.
say the word. People aren't stupid like we were.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't even know how to segue into like.
Speaking of nudes,
No.
you know what I never sent? So when I was 7,
My embarrassing story. So mine took place in elementary school. I was in.
Oh no.
It's
Doing my
nothing
own
disgusting like y'all's. What grade was that? Was it third grade or fourth grade? It was third grade. Yeah, it was definitely third grade. And we were in music class. And in music class, pretty much they had like the big room or whatever. And they had this large carpet with like different colored squares, and so everybody was assigned like a different square or whatever, right? So typically that's where
never
we
got
sat.
that.
Well, that sucks.
Because they're different colors.
Well, to you, they're
That's what I'm saying.
less colors.
I never got that. That's just
Sorry.
the same color
I'm
square
sorry.
over and over.
Oh yeah, so we would have these music tests, right? And so pretty much what would happen is that like our teacher would play like over the course of like a few weeks, like several classical pieces, and we had to remember their name. And then pretty much for the music, like the listening test, she would play the song, like play like 5 seconds of it. You had to name the composer, the title of the piece, and the era that it was part of, right? So fairly straightforward.
Like Renaissance, that type of shit?
Yeah, like Baroque, Renaissance, like that kind of stuff. But for the test, right, because there was no seats like a regular classroom, we all just sat on the floor, but like, you know, it was just kind of spaced out. Like there wasn't a set order. It was just like, hey, you know, sit and get spaced out. So we're taking the test. Everybody's like crisscross applesauce. And in one of those moments, you know, I feel like a little rumbling in my tummy. And I was like, ooh, I gotta hold that one in. And, you know, we're doing the test. It's like dead quiet because obviously it's a test. So like you play the song, you shut up and you write, you know? And so I was like, you know, writing or whatever. My foot was falling asleep. So I do, you know, this way to kind of get my foot out. And
Oh, no.
and everybody looks at me. But wait, it gets better.
You should have turned around with them.
So to my boy Tim.
Oh, no, you did do that. This man is a menace.
So I looked at Timothy and I was like, Timothy, come on, man. And I scooted away from him and everyone was like, oh my God, Tim. And they like scooted away. He was like, it wasn't me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But I had to. It was my second year in this country.
He said ours is fucked, bro. Ours is the tale of jumping on a grenade. Yours is the tale of throwing someone on the grenade. The grenade that you shot.
I had to, bro. I had to. You know damn well what it's like when you're like that small and like embarrassing moments like that. Like you just go to survival mode. You do not care.
I always thought it was so funny how when you fart in a group in the class, like in elementary, from what I saw, there's always 2 scenarios. There's your scenario where they're like, bro, what the fuck? And then there's the second scenario where it's like no one expects it and you're like, and then everyone busts out laughing. But the most torturous time is after the fart and you have to wait while the council of kids decides which one. Like, are they gonna laugh? Will I get laughter or will I get shame? They were like, smells like tomatoes. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Oh my God.
Bro, poor Timothy.
I'm so sorry, man. I know you're out there. All right, but to his credit, I haven't talked to this man in years, but I know he's doing some crazy successful shit. And he's super fucking smart. I still remember.
Is he getting bitches?
I don't know. But I just remember this dude like going to the library, like, you know, and by the time we walked back to the classroom, he would be done with the Geronimo Stilton book.
The what?
I guarantee
Geronimo
you.
Stilton.
What the fuck is that?
It's a book. Your childhood was bad.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, but it's like a novel.
My dumbass spent the whole time in the library looking for Waldo every time.
And you never found him.
And
I can
that dude's super
guarantee
smart.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee you right now, this kid, no matter how comfortable he is in life with a girl,
He's
will
pissed.
never fart in front of her. Ever.
That's facts. That is absolute facts. Not only that, when he sees Adrian, he's like, I know your fucking secret.
It's not a secret anymore.
Hey, Timothy, be free, my brother. Your name has been cleared. How old are you? 25?
Yeah.
How old? You were in what, 3rd grade?
Yeah.
18 years later, Timothy, you're free.
No, I was 9 in the 3rd grade.
Don't make me do math on the podcast. 16 years later, you're a free man.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm legitimately sorry, but
Oh my god.
it is what it is.
Okay, let me think of one. I had one, but it's so bad that I don't want to say it still.
Then don't say
Really?
It is the most humiliated I've ever been in my life.
Oh, come on, man. Tell us.
I don't want to say it. You know why I don't want to say it? Because
Why?
I know my little brother is going to watch this shit, and I refuse to be at home brushing my teeth or some shit, and him come up to me and be like, hey, remember that time? And retell the entire story of my most humiliating time in my life. I refuse. Tito, if you're watching this, nice try, kid, but you're not getting it this time. Let me think of another one. Give me 1 minute.
Well, you should tell us after we stop recording.
I can't. I always told myself if I ever become, like, I'm not going to become this, but if I ever were to attempt to do stand-up comedy, I will tell the story in all of its horrific
This is stand-up comedy.
No, this isn't, because y'all ain't paying me. Okay, I got one. It's pretty humiliating, I think. It's the first, and I'm sure y'all have a similar experience. The first time you are sure you have a chance when you're, like, young. You're sure you have a chance with a girl, and you got, like, the confidence, like, oh, this is working out great. And then she just, like, shoots you out the goddamn sky. And it's not a super long story. There's this girl I was talking to in high school, and I was super into her. And I remember I was spitting game at her, and me being stupid, I thought it was landing.
Wait, were you 14 or I'm trying to gauge how stupid
I was about 14, 15.
Okay,
I was
so it's relevant to the previous story.
This is probably within a year of the previous story.
So fairly stupid.
Fairly stupid. So I was talking to this girl, and I was all into her, and we were talking, and I was like, okay, the moment of truth, I'm going to ask her on a date. And so I'm like, yeah, we should go to the movies. And she's like, yeah, I'd love to. And like I said, I didn't have any game. So I gave her the option. I shouldn't have gave her the option, but I was like, yeah, we can go with some friends, or we could go just us, to kind of gauge, like, hey, it could just be us,
It's okay. It's that.
And she goes, and like her tone flipped like 180. She goes, no, period. We're going with friends or we're not going. And I was like,
damn.
Yeah, I was like, dude, the downfall of that, I felt so embarrassed, just like, damn, I really like put myself out there like that, and she just. So that's my embarrassing story. It's not as bad as y'all's, or it's not bad. It's not as bad as Tim's, I would say.
I'm sorry, Tim.
I mean, it's not even like you were pushy with it or anything. You just said we could go with just us or friends, and
I wasn't. But I think it was more just like when you think everything's going well,
yeah, and you're like,
you're confident. Like, I almost said it. So, like, 100% expecting, no, let's just go us. And she just, like, shot it down so, like, blatantly that I was just like, okay. I don't think I even, like, texted her much after that. I think I kind of just was like...
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Tough times. High school can be rough.
All of school can be rough. There's still little, like, bits and pieces, like, stories that happen that I'm like, damn, that really sucked.
I'm sure the second we're done recording this, I'm going to think of funny, embarrassing stories that I haven't said.
Oh, I mean, I got a couple more, but they're not for the internet.
They're not what?
They're not for the internet.
Oh, I would love to hear those.
Well, it's not even they're not for the internet. They're just, like, it's, like, too many details,
I'm trying to think of one, but I can't.
I just thought of I'm saving one for last. I just thought of another small one.
Go for it.
So Daniel knows this girl for sure. I think I've told you this story. I'm definitely sure I've told you this story before.
Me?
So I was like,
wait,
kind of lame.
Can you say the girl's name and I'll bleep it out just because I want to hear who it is?
Nah, okay. So here's the thing. I'm putting her on blast. No, I'm putting her on blast. I'm going to say her name, and I don't want you to bleep it out.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I'll bleep it out. Fuck that.
Then I'll say her name 80 times throughout this podcast if you bleep it out.
Don't test me. I'll bleep every single one out.
Daniel, why?
Because I don't want to put people on blast.
I'm not going to say her whole name. I'm just going to say her first name. There's 1 million people with this name.
What do you think?
Why don't you just say it and then like we'll bleep out the name and that's it?
She's a huge bitch. There's no reason to give this girl any leeway. It's okay. It's just her first name.
Okay, but then why is this like really an embarrassing story, or are you just gonna?
Yeah,
flame
like, is
someone?
this just flaming someone? That's not embarrassing.
It's pretty fucking embarrassing. Not anymore, obviously, but like I'm saying, for the time, for my age, it was like super embarrassing. Like,
I'll allow it.
Life changing. Like,
but we bleep
like
out
it.
her name. Can we?
Huh?
Can we bleep out her name?
Her name is, but there's a million people named. There's no reason to bleep her name. I'm not gonna say her last name.
I know who you're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah, he knows who I'm talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, this chick. Okay, and it wasn't even me that texted her. Okay, she texted me. So she planned this on purpose. Okay, she texted me asking if I wanted to go hang out with them at the mall. Okay, now
wait, is this the? Am I thinking of the right girl?
Yes. Okay, I'm just okay. Just
say her full name once. I'm gonna bleep it or I'll cut it.
I don't remember her full name, but she was dating.
Who the fuck is that?
That was his last name. I think it's.
Is it?
Yes.
Bro, she did you dirty?
Yes.
I have not heard this. Oh my god, go ahead.
She's a bitch, bro. I don't care. Okay, so anyway, so
I'm friends with her, bro.
No, fuck her. So no, listen to this shit, bro. Go ahead. This is fucked up. This is so fucked up. Okay, so back then, this was before I knew Daniel. Okay,
this is so. What age were you in this?
7th grade.
Oh, okay. This is when you had the Backstreet Boys haircut.
Yes. So I was relatively new.
He had frosted tips, bro.
Just imagining it seems funny as fuck.
I was relatively new. I dressed kind of weird because I moved from the country and I didn't really know how city people dressed. I mean, I wore baggy pants and like had Backstreet Boy hair. I mean, I'd say that's pretty weird.
Nah.
And you moved out from the country?
Yes.
Look, I remember seeing you. I didn't know you at the time, but I remember seeing you. I never thought you dressed weird or looked weird or anything.
And I think I still had my country accent a little bit.
You had a country accent.
I tell you what. Now that's some bitch right there. That's a good possum. Okay.
Anyway, so I was definitely not popular by any means. I barely had any friends, and obviously, like, she was like in the popular group of girls. She was. Bro, are you kidding me?
If the popular group is the hot Cheeto Latinas, then yeah.
I mean, she's
the ones that always bring hot Cheetos. This motherfucker laughing because he knows. When they just sit there eating hot Cheetos, they're like, "Mr. Teacher, I'm not going to run, okay?"
Okay, all I know
didn't
is
talk like that, but her friends did.
all I knew is I sat with nobody at lunch, and she sat with 20 or 30 people at lunch.
Did they eat hot Cheetos?
Huh?
Yes.
Did they eat hot Cheetos at the lunch table?
Well,
yes,
she sat with a bunch of Latin girls, and the Latin guys and the black guys would always go to their table because where all the girls were. Mm. So I understand what you're saying. I would say she was popular.
Yeah. So she texted me saying, "Hey, do you want to go to the mall with us or whatever?" And I was like floored. I was like, "Oh my gosh, the popular girls are inviting me to go to the mall with them? That's awesome." And so she's like, "Yeah, we're going this Saturday." And I was like, "Okay, what time?" And she said, "We're going to go at blah, blah, blah time." And so I was like, "Awesome." And then the day of, I was like, "Hey, yeah." The day of, I was like, "Hey, y'all still going?" And she's like, "Yeah, we're at Katie Mills Mall." Okay. So I go to Katie. My mom so I'm like 13. Okay. My mom takes me to Katie Mills. No, I'm less than 13. I had to be like 12.
Yeah. You're in 7th grade.
Yeah. So my mom takes me to Katie Mills. And of course, I'm like way too young. So she's not going to just leave me there. Okay. So I, am waiting for them to text me back, and we are like driving around the mall, and she's telling me, "Oh, we're over here. Oh, we're over here. Oh, we're over here." Each time I would get to the place, they'd text me a different location, and then she stopped responding to me. Okay, and so I was like, after like an hour of circling around, trying to find them, I like I was super embarrassed because I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure they just like made all that up and they weren't actually here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just told my mom, I was like, oh, I think they're inside. Can I just go inside? Because basically I didn't want to be embarrassed in front of my mom. I just wanted to go inside and stay at the mall by myself. But she wouldn't let me. So we just drove back home. My mom was trying to tell me, oh, well, they, probably they're doing something. They can't be on their phones or whatever, And then I found out when I got back to school that they were fucking with me, and they didn't actually want to hang out with me. They just pretended like they were going to the mall and told me that. So
you know what?
That was
fuck you. That is
fuck you.
That is super fucked.
Okay, I'm gonna bleep
especially
that
to do that to a 12-year, like when you're 12,
yeah, dude, that's scary.
you have no friends.
Okay, I have a question. I have a follow-up question.
Go for
because
it.
I know a little more context than you. Was this before or after you dated?
I don't know. Maybe it was probably the end of it was probably like the end of 7th grade. So if it was the end,
definitely
of
after,
grade,
because I remember you dated around midway, I think.
No, I dated my second day in school.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, wait, hold on.
So you dated.
You moved out from the country. You were wearing baggy.
Pause. What the fuck? It's gonna fix. Okay, there he goes.
So you moved out from the country. You were wearing baggy pants. You had frosted tips. You had no friends. You didn't talk to anybody. But you started dating a girl the second day.
My man. Two things.
When
my man got bitches. Don't let him play you down.
Evidently.
2. That one was not a hard one to get.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Okay, so I say dating, but that is an incredible loose term. We didn't even sit next to each other at lunch. We didn't even hold hands. We never kissed. We never did any of that, and it lasted like 3 days. No, like literally, yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Nothing.
I was friends with her. He was dating her. She would tell me, "I'm dating this guy named Andrew." And I'll be like, who the fuck is that? And then she's like, oh, this is him. I'll be like, you date white boys? And then she's like, yeah. And I was like, that's fucking weird, but okay. And then like 3 days, like you said, like less than a week later, I was like, hey, how's you and your white boy boyfriend? And she goes, oh, we broke up. I said, I was like, damn, girl.
Yeah. Which, by the way, of course, she broke up with me. I didn't break up with her.
Like
so
she was going through a lot of
not like I hurt her feelings, you know what I mean? And it was like revenge for that.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But
and it happened way later, like at the end of the year. So it had been like almost 9 months since then.
I don't know. So the girl who fucked with you and the girl you dated, they are neighbors actually. Or they were neighbors back then. And they were best friends. So
yeah, and they're probably little don't have lives and got carry on. I'm just kidding. You can delete that.
I was like, how long are the bleeps on this?
Yeah.
Like it's just like bleep, and I was just like,
I was totally messing around. By the way, I don't wish ill on them. By the way, I was.
Anyways, the biggest.
If they're 12-year-old girls who are immature, obviously, and are gonna fuck with someone, I'm sure at least one of them was like, "Hey, what about that white boy you dated?" Or one of them was like, "Hey, what about this white boy I dated?" Yeah. So I'm not saying it's not fucked up because it is. And when he told me the story the first time, I was like.
Well, my heart is in pieces right now.
Yeah.
That's fun.
But I am curious to what their side of the story. And I'm not going to ask. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, my God. Let's bring them on a special
guest. First cheeseman of the podcast.
Dude, what is that? I think that'd be pretty funny. But obviously...
no, we're going to ask them to be on, and they're going to get on, and we're going to be like, this is the situation. And they're going to be like, I don't fucking remember that. And we're going to be like, oh.
Yeah,
well, my
that's the
boy's
thing.
been torn up about it for fucking
That's the thing. No.
12 years.
No, I was gonna say that because that's the thing. It wasn't for them. It was a joke. It wasn't like traumatizing.
I don't think they realized. Yeah.
I seriously doubt they would remember it. You know what I mean? Like to them, it was just a joke that they were playing. So yeah. But, which, by the way, I don't. I'm like really playing it up. I seriously do not wish any ill intent. I'm just doing this for like the funnies.
Don't worry, buddy. We don't think you do. It's all good.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah, I seriously.
I've ever fucking heard.
This is what we call projection.
Stop it. But yeah, so y'all got another one?
Oh man, let me think of one because that's. I think when we went to homecoming and I went alone, and with you, and you had a girlfriend, and I was the only dude in a group of like 7 girls with one of them with a boyfriend. That was pretty embarrassing.
Homecoming? What do you mean? What?
Homecoming, freshman year of high school.
Oh, freshman year. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So I thought you were gonna say
he had a girlfriend, and he invited me to be in their homecoming group. I was the only dude in the homecoming group, so I was the only dude.
Wait, what?
Besides him, I was the only other dude in the homecoming.
So 7 chicks.
It was like 5 or 6 at least.
5 or 6 chicks.
I was dating. I can't remember her. I know what her name is. I just don't want to say it. But yeah,
I know who you're talking about. So yeah, and so then there's a picture. There's a picture on my Facebook, and it's like the whole group, Andrew and his girl, and then they hype me up. They let me put my arms around 2 of the girls, like some kind of pimp. Let me find and show
Damn, bro,
it.
high school was rough.
Bro, high school was very rough. Hold on.
You know what my most vivid image of Maid Creek is, Daniel? Anytime someone says Maid Creek, it's the first thing that I think of in my head.
Is it the hallway where I lost my virginity?
No, not that.
I still am so shocked at that. I cannot believe you fucking goblin. That was.
Well, Daniel, this picture. So whenever I would think, whenever someone says Maid Creek,
rougher and rougher. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. Whenever someone says Maid Creek, the first thing I think of, the first image that pops up in my head, is there was one day where they did this a couple times, but they had like Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for sale in the hallway, and so I went to go buy one, and there was a fight that had broke out like next to the Chick-fil-A chicken thing. Okay,
I do remember this.
And of course, a bunch of people got in a circle and were like circling around the fight. Okay, well, there was this little Asian kid holding like 3 books in front of him, walking past the fight. Like doesn't even care. He's just walking by. And a security guard flies through, throws him to the ground, and busts through the crowd to stop the fight. He threw this kid to the ground. Like, shoved him to the ground, hard.
He's like, move, fucking nerd!
Exactly, yes.
Get out of here, weeb!
Oh my god, that's so
that's
funny.
the first thing I think of.
Okay.
Damn.
Bruh. Look at this shit, bro. Tell me I'm lying. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 girls. I was right.
I'm in shock.
7 girls, me, and this 8th girl is actually Andrew.
Who the Andrew? No fucking way.
Oh my god.
You can see the picture, Kenny?
Bro, you look like an emo version of Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified School Survival.
Bro, you should put that picture right now, but cover all the.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna do.
Oh my god.
There's a picture of me with my arms around them, but that one's not it.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Like the picture is so weird to look at them when they're this young. That's weird.
Now I'm curious. I want to see the pictures on my Facebook.
Bro, look how much fun I'm having.
Oh, so much fun.
At one of the girls' houses, and I have to sit there and have a meal and talk to them. Not only have I never seen them in my life, never talked to them in my life. These are like the girls that like they would see me in the hall and look away. Insane.
Oh, bro, what?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying like they were hot. They would never. No. I'm just saying like our circles did not mix at all, I would say.
Yeah.
Wow, I was so cute in high school. Look how cute I was in high school, bro.
Hey guys,
Bro, we
we're doing a
actually look
podcast.
alike. What the fuck?
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We're doing a podcast right now. Did y'all realize that?
Wow.
Hold on, let him show me this one picture. Hurry up.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. 2 seconds.
Okay.
Damn, bro. They did you dirty, though.
Yeah, that's fucked, dude.
So-
That's super fucked up.
I don't know. I feel like not much embarrassed me also because I grew up with such an not my mom's not embarrassing, but my mom has no shame in doing something that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Guess who
Bro,
that is?
why? Mark.
Yeah.
I knew it. Why do you look like the fucking ambassador in the European Union?
Oh, that's actually, I guess that's like a low stakes humiliating one. Like my mom was like, oh, you're going to like a formal, like a dance or something like that. Hair slick back. Hair slick back. Bro, it was fucking terrible.
You know what my grandma used to do? Whenever I would visit my grandma, Daniel, this is the one that we visited when we went to pick up that TV.
Okay. One in Austin?
Yeah, whenever I would go visit her, whenever we would go out to nice places, she would flip my collar up. Yes.
Why? Is that a thing?
Like a freaking vampire, dude.
Why would she do that?
And it's like the Abercrombie, like light blue shirt, right? Like the Hollister.
I don't get it.
Yes. And so I thought maybe like that was fashionable or some shit because she was doing that. Dude, yeah, that was pretty embarrassing knowing that I walked into so many places like that.
Oh, I just thought of an embarrassing one. There's the time that Tito, when I was a freshman in high school, he was 3 years old, 3 years old. And my mom brings him and one of my friends who's a very dark-skinned African-American man now. He's walking with us and Tito looks at him. He goes, "Wow, he's black." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." And my mom goes, in front of the kid, my mom goes, "No, Tito. All of us are M&Ms. There's red M&Ms, green M&Ms. He's a brown M&M." To which I'm like, "God, please kill me now." I would
So
literally.
that friend never talked to you again, huh?
No, we were still cool throughout the. I mean, we still talked every now and then through high school, but like since high school, no.
He's a brown.
And now he's a brown M&M, and then Tito's like, "A brown M&M?" And I'm like, "Please stop it."
It's like that scene, from Shrek with the little cookie guy or something. He's like, he's a brown M&M. A brown M&M? Yes, a brown M&M.
What were you saying, Andrew?
I was just saying, like, Mom, he's way too dark to be a brown M&M.
Like, "No, Mom, that's a black M&M."
Fuck.
Oh man, that was embarrassing. I didn't even think about all the times Tito embarrassed me. There's so many, bro. That kid had no shame.
I don't think I have any moments like that with my brother.
But you and your brother are much closer than me and mine. Like
Not
in age.
growing up.
In age. Oh.
Yeah. No, not growing up. Growing up, we had that type of like brotherhood,
Brother relationship?
brother relationship, where like my mom would like
Force him.
force him to hang out with me and my friends, and I hated every second of it.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be at home with my girlfriend at the time, and my mom would send my brother, and we'd be watching a show, and he'd like literally kick the door open and be like, "Mom sent me in here to be your chaperone. Make room in the middle for me." And I'd be like, "Kill me."
That's mad annoying.
He was that little brother.
Damn.
All right, I got my last big one, and then we can move on if y'all want.
Oh no, sorry, we're at an hour.
We are at an hour.
Daniel,
We are an hour, but we have a couple minutes of leeway. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Daniel, this is the one that I was telling you. You're gonna know it when I say it, but I didn't want you to hear it until we got on the podcast.
Okay, go for it.
So let me preface this by saying I fucked up tremendously. The beginning of this story is me making the biggest mistake of my young life. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna say this one?
Yeah, I'm letting it out, bro. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say names. Obviously, I'm not saying
You
names.
can. I'll bleep them out.
This is
No, I'm not gonna say names.
childhood therapy session.
Yeah. So basically,
You could give code names.
no, I'm not gonna give code names.
Just so
I
he
had a
can keep up
friend-
with it. Okay, go ahead.
I had a friend, and his girlfriend and him had literally broken up a day ago. Okay.
Wait, how old were you in this?
15, 16?
15-ish, 16-ish.
Still trying to
15?
get this.
No,
Yeah,
it's 15. It's 15. Pretty sure.
15. I wasn't 16 because I had sex when I was 16, and this was nowhere near that time. So I was 15.
Oddly enough,
So,
that's also what I was thinking when I said that. Bro, I mean,
What?
like, in my head, I was saying, no, you weren't 16 because you lost your virginity when you were 16, and this was nowhere around that time.
Funny enough, just to shoot that out real quick, I lost my virginity on the 4th of July, and the girl and I that had sex were both wearing Resident Evil shirts.
Wow.
Kind of funny. Yeah.
Wow.
Kinda-
That is the American dream.
Yeah.
I just heard a bald
But
eagle
anyway.
screech in the background.
Anyway, so
Need some
yeah.
help. You need
This
to send me to
girl-
Andrew soon.
This girl came to my house so she could talk it out or whatever. And so we talked about it.
Pause.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's going back. He's not talking about his virginity anymore. He's going back to the original story about how a friend and his girl had just broken up. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like just
That-
talk
I
about
swear-
like talk
I was-
about
Oh.
sex. Like,
Yeah, because I was thinking that too, and when you said that, I was like, oh no, he's going back to the story, so I just needed to
I was
catch
like,
him
that
up.
doesn't count. You can't just talk your way through your.
Sorry.
You know what's embarrassing? And tells his whole story about losing virginity. All right, go ahead. So the friend and the girlfriend had just broke up a day ago. Then she showed up at your house. Go ahead.
Yeah, she came to my house to talk about her feelings and like how everything wasn't working between her and her boyfriend or whatever.
I'm assuming
we
you were
talked-
friends with this chick. Like that's why.
Yeah.
Mm,
And then
yeah. I mean, like friends with her through the friend she was dating.
yeah.
Right? Like not
So
friends with
I was-
her and then friends with the other guy, and then they started dating. Like he was friends with the guy was dating her because they were close friends. He got to know the girl,
Okay.
and so then she went up to him.
And I'll just point out this is why it's such a. I feel that that was the worst thing I did when I was young is because he was like one of my best friends. So I betrayed him like big time. Like
I would
it
say
was really-
I would say he was your best friend.
yeah, yeah,
I would say like
I mean-
if anything, me and him were like tied
yeah.
at that point.
And-
when I had first met him,
I don't know.
that guy was definitely his best friend. But this was like 2 years after me and him like hanging out constantly. So like there
Yeah.
was a point where like it flipped.
I get it,
I
bro.
think it was-
Bro, you don't have to fight anymore.
Bro.
It's okay. Bro. It's
I was his best friend.
He's
And
like,
so
I was Daddy's
yeah.
favorite.
my horny got the best of me.
we're listening.
Oh my god.
My horny got the best of me, and we kissed. Okay.
That's
But-
it. Oh, I thought it was gonna be something way worse.
That's all that happened. And there is an extended version of this story where everyone made a rumor that we fucked, which never happened. So, yeah, we kissed, and then she went. Okay, I'm just gonna lay it cold turkey. She wanted to fuck, and I said no. That's what happened.
A real one.
I promise that's what. Huh?
I said a real one.
Okay, but the reason I said no wasn't because I felt guilty. So, yeah, so it doesn't really alleviate anything. I said no. Okay, this is gonna sound really fucked up.
I love that
said
you
no 'cause
prefaced this story with like, "Let's be clear. I said no when she offered." And everyone was like, "Wow, you're such a good guy." And then you're like,
Not
"Well,
because
not because I didn't want to."
We're like, damn it, buddy. We're trying to help you.
Well, okay, but I mean, I was 15. Not any excuse, but I was stupid. And I admit it was stupid.
When the fuck did the light turn back off? Oh no, it did earlier. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And so, yeah. So, long story short, that happened. This girl, left, and unbeknownst to me, she left to go back to my friend's house after leaving my place. Okay. And she went there crying into his arms that we kissed. Okay. So
mind you, they lived like 3 streets down from each other. So she
Yeah.
literally Andrew's house, leaves Andrew's house, goes to our friend's house, tells him what
Her
happened.
ex-boyfriend.
Like literally,
Yeah.
this all happens in an hour or something like that.
yeah. And so by the way, like I said, I didn't not fuck her because I didn't feel guilty in the moment when we were about to have sex. I just didn't do it because I didn't want to have sex with someone who wasn't a virgin. Be honest. But when she left, after she left and the horny went away, I was like, fuck, I fucked up big time. And I was like, okay, I got to figure out what I'm going to tell him. So I was like, because I wanted to come clean. And I was just going to tell him at school. And honestly, what?
I wanted to come clean. I will not fuck a non-virgin.
It's like when the horny left, he's like, "Thanks for coming." Like, yeah, that's what I just picked. You talk about it so casual, like it's just like, oh my god, oh this is. Too
I
good.
just picture a girl being like, "No, I'm not a virgin." And him going, "Ew."
Be gone, slut. Like,
You're like, yeah, no thanks.
I was a virgin. And at that time, I was like, oh, it has
He's
to be
like-
special.
He's like,
it was stupid.
no thanks, homie's ex-girlfriend. I'll save myself.
I'll save myself for someone that is still pure.
So,
Oh my
Blasphemy.
god.
okay, so I was thinking I need to come clean. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, okay, I'm just going to tell him at school. And I was okay with getting like punched, you know, or whatever, like beat up. I was okay with it at that moment. But she told him, and he basically called me, and he was like, you know, saying that he's going to kill me, you know? And so,
Did he?
no.
Yes.
And then I walked past his home, like maybe a few days later. I was walking past his home, and he was pointing a gun at me through his window. So
Was it his gun
so-
or was it a gun or his crossbow? He had a crossbow.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
probably
He was
just
pointing
any
some.
less threat.
Yeah, a crossbow will still kill you. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if he had a gun back then.
Why the fuck did he have a crossbow?
Needless to say, I wasn't eager to talk to him in person about it. You
I
know.
feel like you would have been safer
So-
to talk about it in school.
Well, yeah, but
You could have had a jury of your
Well-
peers.
That's another thing.
oh yeah, there's another shitty part to this story. So this is the timing of this. It's like God, like intervened.
It's the
which
kind
I
of
don't
shit
believe
that
in God,
makes
but
you believe in a god because the timing is too perfect to not be.
My mom didn't know about any of this shit. Okay, and out of the blue, she's like, "I'm changing schools for you." Okay, and I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "Because you're failing Spanish." Okay, I had a 69.4 in Spanish 3. Okay, so
Rash
so
ass
she
student.
yes, so she pulled me out of school within like a week. So
Maybe-
so what happened?
Maybe it wasn't
Is that-
that. You ever consider
Huh?
that? Is there some type of like tax break or like some kind of benefits you get from putting your kid in a charter school and not regular school?
Not really. I don't think so.
Maybe that's why.
But so her whole thing was because Austin was already in that school,
Yeah.
and he like she had learned that you get to go to like college classes early and shit like that. So she wanted me to go there because of that.
That makes
But-
sense.
So to everyone else, the rumor that I'm assuming that guy made up, because I don't know who else would have made it up, you know, because he was mad at me. The rumor that popped up was that I moved schools because I was afraid to fight, and that I moved to an all boys school.
Bleep.
Oh fuck! I said his name.
It's
Shit.
okay. It's okay.
Okay, and so I moved, and that I moved to an all boys school. So I would get messages from people from high school saying, "Hey, did you really leave because you were afraid of?" Fuck! I said it again. God damn it. But yeah, so just bleep that name twice, please.
Yeah, I got it. Don't
Oh,
worry.
man.
But don't bleep name.
Yeah, fuck her.
I'm gonna do different bleeps for different people. Oh,
So
man.
okay, so that's half of the story. Okay, not half of the story. That's like 75% of the story. This is all, you know, to show the big.
This is This is fucking hilarious. Go ahead.
I don't think I'm ready.
So flash forward, like
wait. There's
what,
some context that needs to be put out for this.
Okay.
So he was friends with this guy and another guy. Okay.
Wait, you are still friends, or
no. Back then he was friends with that guy who was dating the girl, and there was another friend. Okay, another dude. Okay. The three of them were really good friends.
Where were you?
Enter me. We became 4 really good friends. Okay. After that shit happened, he went to another school. All those rumors and shit. I still stayed friends with him. What the fuck is up with my headphones? Hold on. My headphone keeps like giving out.
And by the way, he's like the only one that stayed friends with me.
Yeah. So I stayed friends with him. The others did not. But I still stayed friends with the others too. Okay. Because like I'm not gonna be like, how dare y'all, and then like not talk to them. So I was still friends with them, but I was the only one that was still friends with him too, because I talked to him more about it, and you know, I could very clearly see that he regretted it, and that it wasn't like, you know, like if he like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Andrew. If your response would have been like, oh yeah, well, what can you do, bro? Like, it is what it is. I definitely would not have stayed friends with him after that. I'd have been like, yeah, it is what it is. But anyways. So, me and him stayed friends, and so I stayed friends with the others too. And I was one of the few, maybe like the 2 people who tried to fix things, make things better. You know, I would talk to him, I'd be like, hey bro, like I understand, I'm not trying to justify it, but I've talked to him, I know he felt, you know, he regrets it, I know he didn't mean to, I know he still wishes y'all could be friends. And at first, the friend whose name he mentioned was like, yeah, thank you. Now I'm gonna put a fucking square here too. At first he was like, nah, fuck him. I see him, it's on site. I'll fuck him up. I'll be like, okay. You have every right to feel like that. I'll relay the message so y'all don't run into each other. But over the years, eventually it became less like that and more like, yeah, bro, at this point I don't care. It's whatever. It was a long time ago. Who cares? And so I'm like, okay, we can work with this. And so I'm talking to Andrew, talking to the other dude. I'm like, guys, it's been 2 years. We're adults now. We're seniors in high school. Let's bury the hatchet.
We're on the edge, on the precipice of being adults.
Exactly. Let's bury the hatchet. Let's you know, let's go out to eat. You know, talk things out. Maybe be friends again, right? And so fast forward to this fucking night, and so it was.
Hold on. Don't fast forward yet. I got some context. Okay.
Go ahead.
So Daniel really was pushing this. Yeah. Like I said no constantly. I was constantly telling him no, and he would not.
But your reason for saying no, if I remember right, was, nah, bro. It was a long time ago. He said he was gonna kill me, and at some point, if I remember right, you got upset. You were upset about it. And you were like, man, at this point, fuck him. Or there was some reason you gave. It was like, he said he's never going to forgive me, or he's mad about it. And at some point I was like, he's not. I talked to him. He said it's cool. He said it's okay. He said he didn't care.
To me, I know. He's saying that, but to me at the time, it's like, I fucked up so monumentally. I know me, I would never forgive the person that did that, ever.
Understandable.
So I was thinking of it from my perspective of like, why should I act like nothing's wrong when I would never forgive someone that did that? So yeah, I was just like, I didn't really want to do it because I was uncomfortable, and I didn't want to make him uncomfortable. There was no reason for me to try to force us being friends again. You know what I mean?
And so when we became seniors in high school, the friend group got much bigger. In high school. Like, it wasn't just like the 4 of us, Andrew left, and then the 3 of us. No, there were other friends from junior high and high school, and it became like its own group. And so the occasion that he's talking about, I remember it was like a table of like 12 of us. Go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead.
Okay, so Daniel obviously eventually convinced me to go to this. And I was so fucking nervous when I walked in.
This is such a terrible...
Mind you, I told him, bro, it's cool. Honestly, you really don't even have to talk to him that much. Just at least like shake his hand when you get there. Just tell him hi, and then you'll eat. We'll have laughs.
So I walked up to him.
Oh, no.
From behind.
Oh no!
I even gave him a warm embrace.
You hugged him
from behind, bro.
You did it. You hugged him. What the fuck is wrong with you? You kissed this girl. You hugged
And the whole table, I'm not even joking, the whole table was silent and just staring at me.
Because everyone knew who he was. Everyone knew the situation. He walks in and we're like, okay, what's going to happen? All right, maybe they're going to shake hands. Maybe they're going to square up. Hopefully not, but maybe they're going to square up. I guarantee you, nobody expected Andrew to go hug the motherfucker from behind. He was so taken aback that he was like, oh, hey. He was like, what the fuck was that? And so Andrew hugs him and then walks over to me with this face of like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Bro, it's your fault though.
And I just looked at him and I was like, that was good. That could have gone better, but that was good.
I was having... Okay, let me just preface this where I was not in my right state of mind. I was having a mental breakdown when I walked up to this guy.
I love that you were freaking out so much that your mind just defaulted to...
Hugging.
I'm sorry I kissed your girl.
He sits with me and he leans in. He's like, I cannot put into words how fucking much I don't want to be here right now. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why the fuck you hugged him, bro. He goes, I didn't know what to do. I was like, well, it wasn't fucking that.
My fucking head hurts from smiling so much.
It was so funny, bro.
Needless to say, Daniel never invited me to hang out with him ever again.
That's not true. I actually did.
When?
There was a time I invited you to hang out, but other shit, and they were like, nah. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna try to force y'all to be friends with them.
Oh, it was
another name to bleep out. Yes.
Oh, that is too funny. I'm gonna keep that in mind next time I approach a awkward situation. I'm just gonna.
At least I didn't
hug it out. Hey, bro.
At least I didn't go hug
I'm sorry I fucked your girl,
kill
bro.
Me.
Bro, but it's not even a hey, come here, bud.
Let me show you the hug.
Oh, I can already see it. Wait, can I show you what I imagine?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm here.
I imagine this.
He's with his new girl.
Yeah, he's with his new girl, and I imagine like Andrew coming up and being like, "Hey, man."
Pretty close. It was more.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sit. It was more of a. It was more. Stop, bruh. I need your back exposed. Okay, like that.
The fuck?
It was more of a. Hey, man. Oh my god, it was so funny. Was I right? If I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so he's hugging him like this, right? He's like, hey man. And so he puts his hand on Andrew's.
Like this?
He's like, hey.
Bro, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember anything from that night after hugging him.
I honestly don't either. I think if I remember right, you showed up towards the end also. So I don't think we were there for that long after.
No, and honestly, thank God, because I'm fairly certain that after that happened, I sat down and
blacked out.
Yeah, I don't even know if I talked to anybody.
You were replaying that scene for like hours, huh?
Yeah.
I was replaying that scene.
Everyone was. That's why nobody remembers this dinner.
I think there was at least one other person talking to us. I just don't remember who. But, you know.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah.
What?
Nothing. Y'all need to stop fucking name dropping people. We are bleeping all of that. Anyways, we're at an hour 20. We should wrap up.
All right, so this can be the most embarrassing moments episode.
It's
I guess.
definitely is. It
Yeah,
definitely is.
we're-
Besides the one I didn't say, and I'm not gonna say that one on the podcast.
Bro, you have to say
I
it.
will tell y'all after.
Bro, you have said that you don't want to say it 3 times. I know damn well you want to say it, and you're.
I know I could say it and I could make it sound funny, but I'm not gonna say it right now.
Okay, we'll say that on the
bringing it up 'cause I know
When
you
someone's
wanna
gonna
say
pay
it.
me thousands of dollars to say it, I will say it.
Okay. Keep it on the recording for right now. Say it, and we'll release it on the Patreon.
No,
We're gonna make a Patreon.
no.
Yes.
No, we're not. We're not consistent enough for that yet. Or have the viewership. Which of our family or friends are we gonna finesse $4 a month out of?
Tito, so you can hear this story.
Stop it. I'm gonna be the one paying for the shit, not him.
Bro, I will give Tito the $4 so that he can listen to it.
No. But yeah, we can wrap up there.
All right, sounds good. See you guys next week, hopefully.
Yes. Well, next week, as in the next episode that's released. For us, probably a couple days, maybe.
Yeah.
Get some recordings going. But
All right.
We will talk about that. You have to say that story. We're gonna pull it out of you.
y'all make me drink enough, y'all probably could pull it out of me.
The sauce
Hey,
nuggets get
you know what?
trashed.
That's a.
Oh, we haven't.
We should have a
Y'all want to do an
drunk
episode where we get
podcast.
drunk?
yes, trash nuggets.
trash nuggets. That's not a bad idea.
Sauce.
Dude, we could do like a truth or shot kind of thing.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
All right. All right, guys.
Alrighty. So
Send it here.
on that note, we will see y'all in the next episode. Thank y'all for watching, and peace.
Peace. I think your fun fact about Daniel is that he's a fucking fat ass and couldn't wait an hour to eat his chicken nuggies.
They wouldn't be hot. Your fact about Andrew should be that he's a fucking dick and doesn't understand how good chicken nuggets are.
Well, there's your facts.
That has to be the clip.